Well, hello. I have not posted in a while. No particular reason other than I've just been very busy with work, which is absolutely fantastic. My training has been going well. I'm really pleased to say that I am getting slightly quicker. Some of it is because I've lost a tiny bit of weight, not a lot. So I crept under 13 stone for the first time for a long, long time now, probably 10 years, which is good. So when you're lighter, you are also quicker. And I'm not so phased about the mileage of the marathon now, although I think it is going to be one heck of a challenge. But I think I really need to start working on my pace. I've still been quite lazy in that I'm not doing interval training. If somebody wants to run quick during a run, then I'm happy to do that. But I think the only way that I'm going to get comfortable with running quickly for longer is by running quicker. So I do need to start these interval training sessions, and it's pure bone idleness that I'm not, because the sessions hurt. I think the other thing as well is that because I've been following a plan, quite a strict plan, I do feel it's taken a little bit of the love of running away. So, as you know, I love running. It's a passion of mine, but it's feeling a little bit like a job, which I don't like. So I'm looking forward to getting the marathon out of the way in April. Be a big achievement. Want to get a good time, but then I'm going to reduce my mileage because I'm doing anywhere from 70 to 90 kilometers a week at the minute. So I'm going to reduce my mileage, and then I can really focus on strength and speed. I feel a 10k is my optimal area where I feel I'm strong and powerful. I'm not overdoing it all the time, and I feel at this moment in time I'm almost doing too much running. That said, again, I'm pleased with where I am. I turn 50 at the end of this week, which is quite exciting. So that will disrupt my training a little bit, with family coming over and a few celebrations in the evenings, which will be good. I did have a really poor run on Saturday, which is unusual for me. Sadly, on Friday night, I had 2 or 3 glasses of sparkling wine, which is quite unusual for me. I therefore woke up with a slightly thick head on Saturday, which I was really disappointed with. I also woke up late on Saturday, which I was disappointed with. So I was then rushing to get out. I couldn't quite get in the stride of my running. I wanted to do over 10k. I finished on 6k, and I felt really disappointed with myself. Now, a lot of people were saying to me, don't get, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't spiral down. It was nothing like that. I was just so disappointed with myself and my mindset. But I'm back on track now. Had really strong runs on Sunday, and people wanted to, I do a number of 10k sessions on Sunday. People really wanted to push it on Sunday, so that was really good. I've also been listening on some of our runs to who was the person who was the High Rocks world champion for a number of years, still incredibly fit, a guy called Hunter McIntyre. He does a fabulous podcast where he's just speaking his mind, and he actually does make a reference to sleep and the optimum amount of sleep. And like me, he's saying that 8, 9, 10 hours he feels is too much sleep. But he did ask a great question, which I thought was very funny, about who are they testing when they're asking these people, how many hours sleep do you need? Is it like an athlete like him that's always buzzing? Or is it some bum who just sits around all day? Which I thought was quite funny. But anyway, look, I've got less than 5 days before I turn 50. Very, very excited about it. My fitness is really on track. I've got very exciting things that I'm going to announce in a few months with what I'm doing with work, which hopefully none of you use, but if you have to, then it's going to be something transformational, which I'm very proud of. I've been working very hard on it, and it's been real highs and lows, but it's going to be worth it in the end. And other than that, I hope your training's going well. And again, any feedback you can give me about hints, tips, techniques, I'm all ears. Speak soon.